Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, my name is Daniel. I am a teacher, robotics teacher from Instituto Kanté here in León, Guanajuato, Mexico. We wanted to dedicate this presentation about the lack of water we are experiencing here in this area. We are facing a huge problem about it. And 10 of my best students are here to show you some prototypes they built about the way they can fix, or they think they can fix this problem with this lack of water. So right now here in León, Guanajuato, we are facing this, especially people from the north is facing this problem because one of our biggest water supplier, which is the Palote Dam, that's the name, it's already dry. So we have no more water to gather and to put it to the people here. Okay, so I would like to introduce my students. They will introduce each one, and step by step in teams, they will explain how these prototypes are working and what's the idea we are showing to you in order to get this problem fixed or improve the situation.
Just a real quick request. Can you please just move your camera down a little bit so that we can see all of you? Oh, that's perfect.
Like
Thank
this?
you.
Thank
Yes,
you, Salud.
yes.
I didn't know how to ask.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Okay. So my students are going to introduce themselves, and they'll start to explain how these prototypes work. Those prototypes were created with some educative robotics mark, and they have programming in Scratch. They will explain how these prototypes work and what they think or they feel this could improve this problem. Okay. All right. Thank you.
My name is Regina.
¿Y en qué año vas? Third grade.
Third grade. Hello, my name is Valentina and I am from third grade. Hello, my name is María José and I am in fourth grade. Hello, my name is Valentina and I in fourth grade. Hello, my name is Carpio and I am in fourth grade. Hello, my name is Sánchez and I'm fourth grade.
Hello, my name is Samuel. I am in sixth grade.
Hello, my name is Guillermo and I am in sixth grade. Hello, my name is Edna and I am in first secondary grade.
Hello, my name is Mariano and I am in first secondary.
Okay, so our kids from the third grade and fourth grade are going to explain their prototype. Go ahead, kids. Regina.
We create which is a smart shower could this
Prototype.
help us recycle this water. The idea of this robot are for everyone The robot was programmed with Scratch. It has motor set light indicator that determines if the cube is filled and the programmation.
Again.
Okay. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you can see, the light indicator shows when the cube is already filled with water. Then the water it's filtered, and then it goes again to the shower. Okay, Valentina?
Also, the shower separates the water of the soap, so the water can be reused and you're showered again with the same water. And
Okay.
finally, the robot filled the water.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions so far.
Yeah, I do. I find the way that you are recycling gray water in such a brave and like direct way is fascinating. How did they learn about that?
Well, actually, I just put the subject to my students and they develop with their imagination.
Are they going to make their plans public?
We would like to make it public, actually.
I'd like to use some of those. They sound really creative.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
I got
Oh, go
Yeah, no,
ahead.
one more question, just continuing to what Jim was saying, right? Means one thing that was amazing means I'm just gonna echo what Jim said in the chat actually, and Julie as well. Like, love their confidence. Oh my God, means all these kids are super young, but their
Yes.
confidence is so much. So one, and on top of it, most importantly, the most impressive part was having an idea is a one thing, but actually building a working prototype of it, that's a totally a different step altogether. So I think that was the most impressive part of it. Means conceptually it's very important and that's a very hard piece, but building a prototype that works and you can show your work, yeah, that's super impressive to see.
Thank you. We do appreciate your comments. Actually, to be honest, I'm impressed too about how big is the kid imagination.
So
They
yeah,
always can go further.
no, I'm sure you have plans and definitely do your best to move it to bring it forward, not to probably to bring it to some real life model of it and bringing it to the platforms like Gift. I think that gets the word out, that gets the awareness about it. So I think you are at the right place.
Thank you.
It's also slightly ironic that these brilliant young kids come on the heels of Kim's presentation on effectuism and how we can help kids manifest their entrepreneurial spirit. These kids are entrepreneurs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's watch the next two prototypes. Diego.
Hello, my name is Carpio, and I am in fourth grade. Our prototype is the name P15. It is to store the used water and in a tank and put it in a temperatures so hot that I becomes steam, releasing into the aerospace.
Aerospace.
and the nature makes it rain. This is the prototype and functions with a constant programmation that functions that are energetic, and these functions that I
The tank.
the tank,
Yep.
and this is the tank that put the water as so hot temperatures.
Diego Sánchez. And let's see the other one.
Hello, my name is Diego Sánchez, and I'm from third grade, and my robot's name is Charlie. I don't know why you put the name, but it's funny, no? but my robots, do you know that in León, Guanajuato, we're running out of water, but we'll still have time to save it. So my robots brings a cuvette here and collect the rainwater and purifies to clean water, and is be able to use it and drink it. This blue part is the purified part, and it moves. It activated when it's raining with this button. So, another time, and it moves great. So thank you. Any questions?
With your prototype.
Yes, I do. This is a clever idea, both of you. You're both either capturing or purifying water. So first, the one that is capturing the water and heating it up and purifying the water, how big do you imagine that to be?
With my imagination, I know that we are running out of water, and I have the idea to do a robot and purify the water. But I don't know. I only think and yes.
Well, where I live, when it rains, the rain gets captured on rooftops that are flat, and it gets captured in roads that are low. I could see running your robot through that,
Yes.
collecting that water and bringing it back for purification right on site, using both of these devices together. That would be very cool.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so
this prototype, these functions in all cities on the world. Your city, there are your city, for example, there are this prototype
it can work.
can work in IC. Yeah, and my robot, when this eyes detect it is raining, and this another one is to detect some obstacles for the nodes go and broke. The sensor, if it detect obstacles, move to another side that is not obstacles, and continue with his work.
I don't know if you have any other comments or questions so far?
No, brilliant work.
So these three projects means very similar kind of work they do, but how they each of them complement each other kind of. So that was amazing. Means they are similar but different. So
One quick question to that point. Did these two gentlemen work together on their projects, or are they just tangentially related? Like,
At the beginning together and then in separate ways.
okay, because I can see how they could come together and work
Yeah.
in tandem.
You can control of this robot, you can control the speed. He can go low or very fast. Look. Or they can go very slow. Thank you.
see, the best part about it is means this is like just they are building something as a part of a play or a game, and they are just amazingly trying to solve a big problem here, real life problem. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's watch the next prototype. Big one. Examine. Edna.
Hello, our prototype is a cloud speed robot, and the objective of our robot is to provoke the rain, so to stop the water that falls and use it in other activities so that it doesn't go to the waste.
Our robot uses a sprinkler that spreads out a non-toxic gas for the environment that causes the clouds to form and rain. So the water that is on the ground is soaked in these vacuums and get storage in this tank, water tank.
This prototype is by
Explain how it works.
we use eyes of Wells bots, and the programmation is in Scratch. Look. No.
No, you.
This robot go in a squirrel cuadrado. I don't know if I pronounce good. Now, Samuel, let me show you what are
How it works.
Did you actually move that robot using the coding you did in Scratch?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's impressive. That is really cool.
How it works in Scratch.
Wow. No, I'm really impressed. Means I have seen kids building their codes in Scratch, but actually connecting that Scratch code to a robot and make it work. Yeah, that's really impressive.
A handmade robot,
Yeah.
not a robot robot.
That's true.
remarkable.
That's amazing. That's really
Thank
good.
you. I don't know if you have any questions or comments so far.
No, this is good, man. Man, seems like these kids are well on track to be a robotics slash software slash I don't know with how many engineers space. And in one of our previous presentation, we had this robotics team showing their robots, and they want to be one of them wants to be doctor. I was like the combination of medical and robotics. My goodness, that's a perfect. So these kids, wherever they go, this robotic skill gonna be perfectly in play there.
Actually, we have a question from the audience for all three of these groups. Once you build these prototypes out in full scale, what is your vision of what size they would be and how would you share these with the world? What size would that robot be to be
Like the
functional
size
in the
of
real
a
world?
car?
Just like a car or yes,
The size of a car.
Okay.
the size of a car.
Very cool. I love how you guys work together. You don't fight, you don't yell at each other, you stay calm. Nice, very professional.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vénganse todos. Okay, so basically that's what we work about it. As you can see, all of my kids were the one who had those ideas. They develop it, and I just let them work by themselves. Because I think that if I tell them what to do, the magic of the idea will be lost. So it's good to let them to work free about any kind of idea, any kind of imagination, the way they build the prototype, the way they program it. Everything was constructed by themselves. And we talk about this subject as we told you from the very beginning. It's because of this main problem we are facing. Right now here in the city, it hasn't rained enough, and that's one of the main problems. So that's why they have the idea of creating a robot that can create clouds.
I think that one just blew my mind. I'm like, what a great idea. A cloud seeder the size of a car that could basically create rain on the grid of a city street. What a great idea.
Yeah, thank you. And the other part that we like, it's that each prototype, it's not the same with the other. So each one has a different idea, and it has a specific solution. So if we put all of them together, we can construct a just one solution with different steps.
So one more quick question, and I promise
Sure.
not to ask any more, but this is fascinating. As a farmer, I'm aware of how much water just sits around that I'm not aware of. That if I knew about it, I would totally use it. How are your kids going to take these ideas to that next stage to find the water that nobody knows about that we could really use when the environment is as dry as yours? How will they find that water? What's the next step?
Any ideas? ¿Cuál sería el siguiente paso para encontrar agua en donde no?
Well,
Okay, here, Diego.
in the
I'm so sorry for putting you on the spot.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Dímelo en español.
hay un lugar en donde hay tantas que se pueden utilizar más de lo que hay en el mundo.
Okay, he says find it water out of space, maybe with a project to gather
Oh,
water
that's
from
fun.
another from another place out of the earth.
100 million asteroids sitting out there full of water.
Yep.
And
Wow.
Jim, that's the best part, right? I don't think you and I and anybody else even thought about that. Means that's
right.
totally on a different level, right? So that's amazing.
When I saw his
Yeah.
little hands doing this, I knew, oh, something big is coming. Something big is coming. Brilliant.
Great. Here's another idea by Valentina.
Now when I hear this other one, I got an idea from outer space too. The asteroids, well, the rocks that are floating out of space. So, like, outer space is very cold. Well,
Mhm.
like it's very, I would say that it's wet. So the rocks could have like be wet, and we could take the water from there and take it back to Earth.
Well, and the nice benefit is that all of your robots are non-biologic. They don't care if they're in the vacuum of space.
Exactly.
They're going to work.
That's right.
why I think it's so clever.
Yeah. All right. Well,
And one thing I would just quickly say is kudos to you as their mentor and teacher. I think you absolutely deserve the credit also to
you.
encouraging those kids, facilitating all these programs and have those environments and setup available to them. So absolutely, thank you for making it happen.
Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate these comments. I
And
really
your
do.
patience.
And
Your
I
patience.
do, we do appreciate this time and this opportunity to show these ideas and these prototypes. So we are very thankful.
As an educator and a parent and a grandparent, I appreciate your patience with these children, giving them the space to make the mistakes that they need to learn, right?
That's
They
right.
need those to learn, giving them the space to do that, and then helping them when they needed to come back from it, and then trusting them to have the answers when they needed it. That was brilliant. As an educator, hats off. Brilliant.
Thank you so much. Actually, you mentioned something very important. It's from the mistakes where you create the greatest ideas. So that's one of the most important things here in robotics class.
Absolutely.
I've just got to chime in on this. As one of the founders of this Global Innovation Field Trip, I think for a first time, and I'm pretty sure this is your first time here, right?
And no, it's the second time.
The second time, same group?
No, we only had 3 kids from the last
Okay.
presentation in October.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say, in fact, our next guest is not here yet, so we're not wasting their time, so don't worry. I want to say that you have a very well organized group. They all look in sync. It might help that they all have matching t-shirts, which is pretty cool. Want to know how I get one of those, but and I want you to start thinking about, maybe they have some ideas now, since we have a minute or two left, what they might want to come talk about the 12th and 13th of October, the next time our Global Innovation Field Trip is on.
Okay.
And before you do,
Okay.
can I throw out a challenge? Could we put it out on YouTube and ask YouTube to give us some real relevant global problems that need solved, that your kids could look into? Because it isn't just our problems, it's everyone's problems.
That's right.
Until we can get to outer space and get those asteroids, everyone's problems.
Okay. We agree.
And CC, we got so many questions for you here. I mean, you are just one interesting group with so many amazing ideas. So here's one more question for you and the team. So what's next? What are the other ideas you guys are all? I'm sure you are already working on those things, getting ready.
We would like to make all of one of these or all of these prototypes to make it true. We will think or find out the way to make it possible and start changing the idea of especially on this subject, the idea that we will have water all the time now. So we will have to think about it right now and get action.
So something that's just occurred to me just now is a Venn diagram, 2 circles that interact of we need water and we have sitting water that we need to discover, because sitting water leads to mosquito infestations. Mosquito infestations lead to disease. What if we took one of these robots and turned it into a sitting water terminator that could find that water, extract it, purify it, put it back into public use, and destroy insect infestations in tropical climates? I mean, that's a real world intersection right there. Avoid Zika outbreak, avoid malaria, avoid so many things, and give everybody water. One robot.
And
All right.
remember, out of
That's a great idea.
five steps that or 5 pieces, 5 activities that Jim mentioned, right? Probably 3 of them you already showed. So it's just matter of adding those other 2 and combining into a single piece.
Great. Wonderful.
So
We will do it.
have you heard of the Global Innovation Challenge?
Global Innovation Challenge? No.
It's put on by an organization called inventfuture.global, and I just put the link to the challenge in chat for you.
Oh
So
yeah,
if
they're
you want to
perfect.
grab that link, or you probably remember it. Either way, it is a challenge that takes place in the fall, but I think registration is in September or ends in September. I'm not sure, but I think your kids, some of your kids, whichever kids you wanted to, would be fantastic in that challenge. And it's an innovation challenge, so it's not just inventions, and it's not just apps, and it's not just robots. It's any type of innovation or innovative work. And I think you should look into that. Students can't apply individually now. It's too late for that because they'd have to go through another organization to get there. But if you decide you want to be a part of it, you can apply as Kanté, as your organization, and then you can send kids to it. So if you write to the email address on the site that I gave you, the man's name is Jake. His last name is Mendelson. He's the co-founder of Global Innovation Field Trip. He runs that operation, and see if you can get your kids involved in that. It's pretty cool. I don't think there's any fee to participate. And the top innovators will present live at the October 12th, 13th Global Innovation Field Trip to be judged there. We did it last time for the first time. We had people around the world watching the judging. It was very cool.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
I beg you, please try that. These kids can take it.
we will do.
Telling you, they can take it. And I want one of those crawling robots that finds water. I want it yesterday.
That'll
Okay,
help your
fantastic.
farm.
Great, we will do it.
Very
Yeah,
good.
because these platforms are very, very important, because one, they give the opportunity to the kids, most importantly. And when you will see, means these kids, means you can also watch this live going on YouTube, right? When you will see other kids presenting, because that triggers another 10 different ideas in your mind. Oh my God, I can also do this too. So please, if possible, encourage them to watch the other presentations too. Or means it will be posted on YouTube later also. You don't have to watch live. Means so that will be available as well.
Okay, we will
I
do it.
agree.
Thank
Very good.
it's a question.
Now that you talk about the challenge, I have a question about the challenge. Where is the challenge? Like, where is it gonna be?
It's a virtual challenge. So it doesn't matter where you live, you can participate in it. It's online. There's a registration form that each team or participant will fill out. That includes a little bit of contact information and a little bit of information about your innovation. And then that's judged offline by a group of international judges. And then some of those will advance up then to the round 2. And that's what takes place online, in person, around the world at the Global Innovation Challenge. It's pretty cool. And then there's a lot of different opportunity prizes that kids win from it. We're not so big on giving money because money just goes away. But opportunity prizes like entering additional programs, free mentoring from different organizations, things like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope to see you guys there, and I hope to see you at the gift next time anyway.
Sure.
'Cause I'm sure you can come and update us on what you're doing now.
Okay.
You know,
Perfect.
Be there.
one thing we have not done enough of, Julie, in my opinion, is cross, what's the word? Working, like, I just met Kanté and I'm in love with Kanté. And what would it look like if we could start having gift presenters, even myself, working with these kids on real world problems that they want to solve? They need to solve them. They want to. Wouldn't that be an interesting segment?
Yeah. I think-
Collaborations. And I would be willing to put money into this game because these are good ideas.
Okay.
Let's just
Excellent.
look at that, maybe offline, but I do think the time is ripe for these kids to start acting on their genius and their impulses, and for everyone that loves what these kids are doing, to put some skin in the game and give them a destination to solve too, rather than an aspiration to deliver.
All right.
Agree. That'd be
Yeah.
wonderful.
Do you mind if I share my email with you? I'll do
Sure.
it in chat.
Alrighty. We do appreciate this time. I'm gonna put my email here.
Done.
A minute.
Great. Thank you, team. It's been great to see you, and we look forward to seeing you the next time.
Sure.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Wonderful weekend.
Good job.
Yes.